What is up? Celeste here, helping driven millennial women find freedom from chaos, clarity of purpose, and a power to create a life worth living through a simple, systematic system designed to improve your mindset. In every video that you watch, be that a new one or an old one, I'm going to be bringing you the truth around what is working in this little personal development world, what is working when it comes to building a better life for yourself and the people you love. And of course, I'm going to be encouraging your own personal pursuit of excellency as you do this work towards becoming a better human. Now, in this little video, we're going to think about something so obvious, so simple, that you'll be kicking yourself when you hear it, okay? Because when it comes to feeling better, there's so many different things you can do, but some of them are so simple and so obvious, and all they do is harness your own physiology. Because on this path, you've got to be thinking about your psychology, you've also got to be thinking about your physiology. This is where most people go wrong. They only attend to one or the other. If we want to be a well-rounded, better quality human, then you've got to get a handle on both. You've got to get a handle on both. So here it is. The big secret. To feel better, all you have to do is breathe. Alright? Breathe. We as human beings are designed to breathe. And the first thing that goes to pot when we get upset, when we get scared, when we get stressed, when we get overwhelmed, when we get anything that you don't want to be, the first thing that goes is our breathing. Our breathing quickens, our oxygen and CO2 balance shifts, and then of course, as a byproduct, our heart rate changes, and everything in the body goes a little bit haywire. So if we can learn to breathe better and breathe more efficiently, then we're going to feel better. So let's think about a little bit of science. Think about any time you've been upset or stressed and someone has told you to calm down. It doesn't work. If we are stressed out, we are amped up, our brain is working differently. The prefrontal cortex, that part of your brain that allows you to think logically and rationally, it gets all impaired, it gets all confused. It's like plying yourself with alcohol. You can't think straight. You can't use logic or higher level thinking. So what we need to do is do something to actually turn that back on, to regain our emotional intelligence so that we can actually make a better decision, take a better action, do whatever's necessary, okay? And we can do that by learning to breathe. And of course, breathing is not the only technique. There's loads of things. There's all kinds of different things you need to do in order to master your mind, in order to master your physiology, your psychology. But we know that different forms of breathing have a different effect on how we feel because they start to change our nervous system. If you think about when you're relaxed, you're calm, your breathing is slow and it's deep. If you think about when you are angry, it gets short and sharp and fast. So you can actually start to feel how your emotions and your breathing correspond. And if you can understand that, you can actually start to change it. For most people, when they get anxious, the first thing is the breath starts to change. So if you can learn to notice that, then you can actually step in and begin to change it by manipulating the breath, okay? If you can change the rhythm of your breathing, then you can actually start to tell your body to relax. You can slow your heart rate down. You can stimulate the vagus nerve, which is the big nerve that goes from the bottom of your brain all the way down, and it's part of your parasympathetic nervous system. That's the nervous system that's responsible for your rest and digest activities, the calm down stuff, okay? When we get stressed, the other nervous system, the sympathetic nervous system, is the one that gets activated, okay? So if we can actually take ourselves out of that, out of fight, flight or freeze mode, and create a shift towards the parasympathetic, then we can calm down. We can begin to feel better. We can start to think more intelligently and rationally. And it all comes down to actually being able to catch yourself and shift your breathing. Okay, and there's loads and loads of different breathing practices. There's all kinds. Everyone's familiar with Wim Hof. Loads of people will be familiar with Soma. Anyone who's into yoga, they'll be familiar with Breath of Fire. There's so many different styles, and everyone has a different take on this. But ultimately, if you can focus on the exhale portion of this, then you can really, really create a shift in your nervous system. Okay, so one of the best things for feeling better, for calming yourself down, is to use the 5-10-2 method. Okay, so breathing in for 5 seconds. If you can, you may not get that. You may only be able to do 4 seconds. Either way, we're breathing in. Then exhale slowly for 10 seconds. Brief hold for 2, and then just repeat that process. And as you elongate that exhale, you will start to create a shift in your nervous system, and you will notice how much better you feel. Okay, now like I said, that is one of many, many different techniques, but that is something that you can go away right now and you can practice it. You can do it when you're at work and you're getting upset. You can do it when someone's pissing you off. You can do it at any time, and it doesn't require any special skills. It doesn't require any special tools or resources. You can just go ahead and breathe. And if you can learn to breathe more efficiently, more effectively, then you're going to feel better long term. So give it a try and drop in the comments and let me know what results you had with that.